Welcome to Australia. Into the first day's shoot here in South Australia, and one factor I hadn't really considered is the wind. Nevertheless, gorgeous light here in Pinnacles National Park. I'd like some cloud ideally, but it's good to get going, good to get the first pixels exposed. So we're a few days into our Western Australian adventure, and we flew into Perth, picked up this big truck, stocked up on provisions and headed north. We're now driving up the Indian Ocean Road from, we had a few days at Cervantes investigating Nambung National Park and the Pinnacles Desert, and we're now headed for Port Gregory. And then beyond that, Kalbarri National Park, Shark Bay, the Coral Coast, and then inland to Karajini National Park. A big loop around Western Australia. Should be quite an adventure. So Wendy, what do you reckon so far?
Well, now that we know we can get the tent up and down quicker than we thought we could, okay. The challenging part has been the wind. It's a lot windier than we anticipated, and everyone locally is telling us that's normal this time of year. And I love seeing the stars over the Pinnacles last night when everybody else had left. There was a handful of people having a look, and they all disappeared, and we were just there on ourselves with what wildlife there was around. Very atmospheric, fantastic.
Thankfully the wind's dropped this morning, but I'm doing this picture here with just the colour, the pink to blue, and that one sort of bit of twiggy something or other out there right in the centre of my frame. A very minimalist image.
Enjoying the flies this morning, David?
Driving me mad. It's a harsh country, Australia.
It's Beauty and the Beast.
This is just beautiful here. This shot I've got with the sky looking that way, the pink down here in the bottom of the frame of the lagoon, and these leaves, what are they called, Wendy?
I don't actually know, lovely, I don't know.
It's just, I'm very pleased with this.
Beautiful. There we are, with the flies added, little added extra fuel.
colours in this picture are just amazing, ranging from the green of the leaves down here to the pink of the lagoon and the drama and the dark rich blue tones in the sky. I'm just a bit concerned people will look at this image and think it's been some sort of Photoshop trickery with such colours there. But of course, this is real. This is how it is. Cutting a dash, Wendy?
Looking stunning, and hopefully putting off the flies. That's my plan.
Sun's coming through now, getting quite harsh, so losing a bit of the subtlety, but it's been a real treat this morning. Drama in the sky for the first time this trip, and also perfect reflections. Well pleased. Yesterday evening we were shooting over on a headland there, and I was utilising the tiny figure of Guess Who on a little spit with the lagoon beyond, which I think worked pretty well. So all in all, 2 good sessions in the can here at Port Gregory.
And I think, guys, it's time for breakfast.
This is Kalbarri National Park. We've just driven in and are driving along this coast, checking out locations as we go. Very rugged coastline, very distinctive of Australia really. So different to our Jurassic coast back home. There are 2 elements to this national park, the coast and the inland gorges. And we reckon we're probably going to be here 3 or 4 days experiencing both. Well, it's 4:30 in the morning and we're heading out for a dawn shoot in the gorges here at Kalbarri. The big danger driving in Australia at this time of the day is kangaroos on the road. And it's a serious consideration. We've seen several this morning and they tend to bounce out in front of vehicles, so keeping the speed down and trying to be really attentive. Beautiful eucalyptus tree here, backlit, and as wind is pretty much a constant feature here, I'm utilising the movement of the trees and the breeze, using a little stopper filter to give me something like a 25-second exposure. Set up waiting for the light here in Murchison Gorge at a place called Ross Graham, and I really like this location, the potential of it, with this overhanging cliff and the wonderful layers of rock in it. Should pick up the very first light when it comes up over there. In a few minutes time. It's 5:30 a.m. This is the best time of the day here. It's still, it's calm, there's no wind. It's a beautiful sort of atmosphere down here in the gorge. The sun's just starting to paint the top of the rocks above me now, so my moment is nigh.
We've been here an hour now. The sun's just come through after being behind a cloud for 10 minutes, which was very frustrating for David. There's no plane sounds, there's no people sounds. I've watched a dragonfly, a wagtail. We've seen a kangaroo on the other side of the river. Just listen to these sounds.